This is Michael and Michael's Minis. In this video I have the Armored Dragon by 3D Printed Tabletop. I printed this at 0.12 millimeters layer height. Did a little bit of sanding on some of the wings. Let's have a closer look. We have 7 pieces. 2 wings here, a body here, tail, 2 legs, and a head. I will ship this unassembled as you see it, just like this. But I'm keeping this one for myself, so I'm going to assemble it. Let's get a look at the pieces first. We got this tail. This is the bottom of the tail. It goes like this, like that. And we have the body, a wing hole, leg hole, head hole, tail hole. Like this. This is going to be a fairly large model when it is completed. This is the left leg. This is the right leg. Head. I printed it with the mouth filled in because of the small teeth. There's no way my printer would be able to handle printing these tiny teeth in an empty space, so the mouth is filled in. I'm gonna paint it eventually, I think. Here's one of the wings. You can see it's pretty good size, almost as big as my hand. I sanded it along in here, the supports were in here. So I did a little bit of sanding, a little bit of paint will cover that up nicely. And the other wing, again, I did some sanding. The supports left it a little bit rough, but I feel like a little bit of paint will cover that up easily. So I attempted to hold it together to get an idea of what it looks like. So the wings will fit in these holes. The one wing fits in kind of snugly. It's not just going to fall out. So I can put that in. I don't think I need any glue to hold that in place. This wing was a very tight fit. I pretty much had to work at it and work at it to get it to go in. But now I kind of got it loosened up there, and maybe a dab of glue will yeah, now it might need like a dab of glue to keep it in, but I'm gonna paint the wings before I put them in, I think. Here's what it looks like so far. Alright, let's glue the head, tail, and legs in place here. Oh, too much. Oh, maybe not. I'll just spread that around. And that will be this leg. And we'll do the other leg. Kind of spread that around, put some in the hole. Like that. Lots of glue. There's a few things that I have a habit of using lots of, more than I probably need, and that's glue, soap, tape. Okay, look at that. It actually looks pretty dynamic when it's all assembled. Now let's get the tail in here. this way, just like that. And the joints fit together pretty nicely without having to make any adjustments to them. I only had a problem with the one wing being too super tight at first. I may have a little bit of problem here with all these. There. That's going to take a few minutes to set. There. I'll hold this for a few minutes while it sets. You may notice there are outside noises. I am outside. Okay, the tail has set in pretty much in place here. No. There we go. Let's glue the head in. A little bit there, a little bit down there, a little bit in the neck hole. Oh, I dropped it. Tail there. The tail was not set. Head up here. Now there's an airplane flying overhead. And they're building houses. Okay, those pieces are now set. Here's what it looks like so far. This is going to be a pretty dynamic model. And I'll get some, trying to measure it and see how tall it is and what the wingspan is and all. Now let's put the wings in. This one goes on this side, kind of like that. And we'll put this one on this side, kind of like that. Look at that. It does not stand up on the tail. I would like it to stand up like this, but it is not balanced for that. So I may have to acquire some kind of a stand, maybe maybe one of those action figure stands, like those clear acrylic ones like I use for my Figma figures or whatever. That wing's not gonna stay put. I broke the tail off again. It's still not set. Anyway, let's see how tall this is. To the top of the wing, we're about 8.5 inches tall. The top of the head is about 6 inches, and then the end of the head horn is just a little over 6 inches. The width from wingtip to wingtip, I guess that would be the wingspan, 11 inches. So the total dimensions are, we're looking about 8 inches tall, 11 inches wide, and then in this direction about 5 inches in this direction. So that's a pretty good sized model. Again, this is the Armored Dragon from 3D Printed Tabletop. I'm just gonna have to go back and glue that tail in better on my own time. Yes, Armored Dragon. Pretty big, pretty awesome. There you have it.